Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gaming Fiends. Quick video for you guys here today. I'm going to be fighting Tectus in Highmaul. This is a pretty difficult fight. One of the hardest fights in Highmaul. It's very healing intensive. You're going to need a lot of good DPS for this fight. And in the first phase, it's pretty easy. The main tank just pretty much just sits here and fights the boss. The off tank will pull the adds. There's two adds that come out. The DPS are going to want to fight the two adds. One big add, one little add. You're going to want to focus DPS on the smaller add and stay out of the little swirly things, the little brown swirly things that are on the ground. And also, the boss will occasionally mark you, and you will leave a trail of red dust or mist on the ground that you need to run away from the raid in a path so that no one will have to stand in that and take damage from it. Really, that depends on your raid. Like, it's really optional of how you want to handle that mechanic. Most of the time, you're just going to want to run around the outside edge so that no one will get in that red fog. So as soon as the boss dies, ideally you want to kill him before he finishes Tectonic Upheaval, because if he finishes it, it will heal him. So my raid just killed him as he was casting Tectonic Upheaval, which is ideal for the first fight. It's not a wipe if you don't do it, but it makes the rest of the fight a lot smoother. Then he'll split into two shards, as you just saw. This is what just happened. One tank will take one shard, the other tank takes the other shard, and all the DPS will focus on one shard. And you only want to focus on one shard because the other shard will start casting Tectonic Upheaval as soon as he gets to a certain health. So you want to make sure that he doesn't do that. So everyone wants to focus on one shard and kill that shard. That's what you see going on now. And you can tank the two shards as close to each other as you want. There's no negative effects of this. You're only going to want to worry about keeping them separated when four come out, when a set of four comes out. So right here, just tank the two shards, DPS them down, and as soon as the first one dies, he'll split again, similar to just what happened, except for this time, when the one shard dies, it'll split into four pieces, four smaller shards. So if you're tanking, you're going to want to make sure you pick up aggro with all of those shards. And Tectus, and as you see now, when he starts casting Tectonic Upheaval, it is really important that you have enough DPS to kill him as he casts Tectonic Upheaval the first time. Because if he finishes Tectonic Upheaval, he heals himself back for like 2 million health. Alright, so he just died, and he split again into 4 shards. If you're tanking again, you're going to want to pick up aggro with these 4 shards. Just tank them. You're going to want to keep a little bit of separation from the other shard, and just tank these and kill them. And each one of these little individual guys that the shard split into, these 4 guys, each one of them are just going to cast Tectonic Upheaval at some point. So you're going to want to make sure to DPS them down before they finish casting Tectonic Upheaval. Also, these shards will come up and they might LOS the healers or range DPS. So if you're tanking, you want to move the boss accordingly so that everyone can maintain their line of sight. Yeah, the main mechanics of this fight are pretty simple to follow. It took our group a couple of tries. This was basically just a guild run, but it was half a pickup group. We had recruited some people from the dungeon finder, or group finder tool rather, and I was actually one of those people. I just queued in the group finder tool and got a pickup group with some guild. Kill this shard. As soon as those 4 shards die, then that part is done. And as soon as you have 1 shard left, the rest of the fight is pretty much just a cakewalk. The exact same thing will happen. This guy will die and he'll split into 4 more shards. But at this point, things are very easy and it's very smooth going. You should have easily should be done with the fight at this point. As soon as this guy dies and splits into 4, it's pretty easy. I mean, don't give up at this point, but you should have it in the bag at this point. And just the same thing is going to happen. He's going to split into 4, and you'll be able to kill him again. You'll be able to kill those 4 while they're casting Tectonic Upheaval. But I can't stress enough that you need to kill the boss while he's casting Tectonic Upheaval. That's what he's doing right now. Because if you don't kill him while he's casting Tectonic Upheaval, he will heal himself, as you just saw. So yeah, again, you know, as soon as you've killed Tectus, normal Tectus, you kill him, he splits into 2. Those 2 shards split into 4 each. You kill 1 shard, that shard splits into 4, you kill those 4, and then you move on to the other shard, and then you kill that shard. We just killed that shard. And you fight, he splits into 4 more, and then that's the whole fight. So, it can be really difficult. You just need to make sure you have good healers and good DPS. You need a lot of DPS, you need a lot of heals for this fight. Really any fight, but especially this fight. And, I mean, it is a difficult fight, but if everyone in your group knows the mechanics, you shouldn't have any trouble. You should have minimal trouble. This was like our 4th attempt, I believe, on this fight. But we had some mythic geared DPS. I main tanked this, but my item level is really not very high. And I made a video for the Twin Ogron as well, but it did not record for some reason. But the next video that I will be getting to you guys will be Brackenspore. And maybe the Butcher, but the Butcher is not a super complicated fight. Okay, 4 shards are dead. Tectus comes back up, and that's it. That's the fight. So thank you guys for watching, and good luck with Tectus in Highmaul.